So we are going to go ahead and swap into the game as the draft has started. Um, and it will be pub strats on the Radiant side this time. So they're going to switch sides. And we do see, all right, the same band's coming out. We see Troll Warlord getting banned out as well as that Sand King. So looking pretty similar here to start.
And it was Sat that was the is the Sand King player, right?
Yes.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, the first ban out on that 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious as to how he plays. Silencer. I love that ban because as you know, I think Silencer is one of the strongest heroes in the game, especially as a support. I would like to see him pick up a refresher orb. I'm not exactly sure what he ended up with, but I think it was just a 4-staff.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely played that, 4 to 5 position. He was not at all being prioritized in farm and never really...
Yeah. Even the Earthshaker had a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I would say Silencer was playing more of the 5 than the Earthshaker was. But all in all, at this point, if you're pub strats, you've just got to think about, hey, let's just win one lane. let's just not lose all 3.
If they win one lane and that lane has a Spectre in it, I think the game goes completely differently. Spectre is very difficult to deal with. But we'll see if they pick up the same type of carry. Looks like they'll start off with the Vengeful Spirit again. Of course, I really like this pickup. Vengeful Spirit is a very strong hero. I think she's the most popular support picked up in this current patch.
Yeah, and for good reason. And that reason mainly being that she just transitions so well into, throughout the game, and she doesn't need any farm. I mean,
I thought it was just because she was hot, but whatever.
She's got a single target stun.
Skyrat's in love with
her. Steve is going the lore route. I'm sticking more to what she brings to the table. She's got that single target stun. She's got an aura, which gives your carry more damage. She's got the swap, which prevents the other team from getting good positioning in fights, or it just ruins their good positioning. And
yeah, well, the thing is, we see Bristleback Mountain picking up the line so that he can finger her, and
you cut me off just to say that. Let's be clear.
Yes, I did.
Steve was like, "Hold on, there's a chance here for me to say something. I gotta say it." Yeah. So, and she also brings her Scream, whatever it's called. I'm going to forget the name of that right now. It is called Wave of Terror. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wow, Charlie.
Which, in this meta, the ability to destroy armor just adds so much to these, very strong physical output heroes like Troll Warlord, like Sniper. And when she's destroying armor like that, it's just going to add so much more damage to them. So... definitely a good reason that she's that support. I mean, and she literally needs nothing. She doesn't really... I mean, you want her to get that 4-staff. You want her to get those auxiliary items, but she doesn't need any of those items. And they are going to go for the Drow Ranger, so maybe looking to use that Aura strat that they were denied last
this is Fira's hero. He was in our channel talking about this.
Oh, okay. So, Steve...
Yeah, Charlie clearly doesn't pay attention to the Twitch chat.
Steve giving away the pub strats. Great job, Steve.
Hey, they already picked it, so it doesn't matter.
All right. And they do deny that Lina. So, Lina plus Lion, that's a lot of single target nukage coming out.
That'd be fun. Although I think Lina and Drow would be a pretty fun little combo too, because Lina gets some serious right-click attack speed, but doesn't really have any damage build-up. So a Drow in the game, I mean, it really allows them to kind of go crazy with her machine gun-like attack speed.
Yeah, that's true. There's definitely some synergy there. I mean, in the pro scene, what we often see after this kind of start is something like a Medusa, or I mean, obviously Visage if you've got someone on your team who's comfortable with him.
I would put money on us not seeing Visage.
Yeah, you really need that that one person who's extremely comfortable with him, because he's not a very easy hero to micro. I mean, none of those heroes where you've got summons are, but him in particular, when you have to deal with the stuns, is very difficult. And we do see the Medusa ban out. I think that's a smart ban.
That's a really good ban. Absolutely. Interesting that they ban out the Juggernaut. Well, he is a very popular hero, very spin to win. This is the spin to win meta. One of his main escapes is the spinning while teleporting, and Vengeful Spirit of Swap, of course, stops that. And also, Drow Ranger is actually pretty brutal to a Juggernaut sometimes. And Drow Ranger is a very common Manta uh, carrier, so it makes it very difficult for the Jug.
Yep.
But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what Bristleback Mountain pick up in response to this.
Yeah, and the final here that we see a lot, and again, we're talking about professional meta, which doesn't really mirror even the North American meta in general. But Puck is another hero that we see.
Are you saying these guys aren't pros? They're pros to me, Charlie.
I mean, they're a hell of a lot better than me.
Players.
Let's be clear here. They are way better than I am at this game. I'm just saying.
That is not saying anything, Charlie.
No, that's saying nothing.
You're terrible at this game.
I am. What it is saying is that, again, you've got to kind of have that hero that's comfortable on Puck. There's a lot of really cool things Puck can do with Blink Dagger, with Yules. But we do see Witch Doctor come out, and this is another really cool pickup because Witch Doctor has...
Because they all match. I mean, it's like purple-blue kind of look, yeah.
I'm
cool
colorblind, so I literally cannot tell that. But where I was going with that is Witch Doctor has some sweet base damage. So the amount of...
more like the Drow aura on that Death Ward. It's pretty nice.
So the amount of...
That doesn't actually work, by the way.
Yeah, I know it's not. Doesn't. I had to look at it again to make sure. I was like, wait, what? No. Okay. So that doesn't work. But there's assuming they put this in a tri lane here. Anybody you put against it, even an Axe Dazzle, which is a really strong off lane, could be really susceptible to putting out some kills here. So Pub Strats needed to find that strong lane, and I think this might be it.
Yeah, Witch Doctor is one of the strongest tri-laners in the game, and Drow, this might be an aggressive tri-lane. I mean, did I call it the last aggressive tri-lane? I want to say I did.
No, I'm going to go with no. I don't really remember, but I'm going to go with no. We can go to the video. I won't, but we could go to the video.
I'm checking later.
We do see the Invoker coming out from Bristleback Mountain. So we've talked a lot about Pub Strats draft here, but on the other side, Bristleback Mountain quietly putting together a really strong draft here. We will most likely see that Invoker mid.
I would like to see a Faceless Void ban from Pub Strats.
Yeah, that's true. They've got, well, I don't know.
I would also like to see a Phantom Assassin pick up in mid, because I like Phantom Assassin in mid, and I get yelled at too much for playing it, so I need more people to play it that are better than me, so that I can play it more often without getting yelled at.
That's definitely not going to happen.
I think
basically guarantee it's not going to happen.
I'm going to message who's the pacifist. I'm going to add him to friends so I can message him and tell him what to pick.
Yeah, that's not.
So you can help me out here.
Don't do it. It is going to be a Necrophos pickup. That'll most likely, I would assume, be a mid Necrophos.
I actually really like mid Necrophos. He's a very strong core. Played as a support for a while, but ever since that change to the Reaper Scythe, he's been played as a core a lot more often. I don't really know about picking up the Necrophos against a Dazzle, though. That's a little bit more iffy, but I don't know. We'll see.
It's a little bit questionable, but I mean, if you just pick your targets well with the Necrophos and you're a little bit careful with how you choose to hit someone with your ult, I mean, they've got plenty of stuns on the Pub Strats team already, so it's going to come down to the plays from both sides.
I just realized we have an Axe Dazzle lineup. That's a pretty dangerous, aggressive lane because they can cut the lane really easily. I'd like to see a Bloodseeker pickup.
Yeah, I already mentioned that. The whole
Wait, you mentioned Bloodseeker?
No, not Bloodseeker.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. That's not going to happen. Of all of the things that
sure,
never happened,
hold
that
on.
is
Let me justify this pickup real quick. So when you're dealing with two people that are cutting the lane, it's you have to last it under the tower. Bloodseeker lasts it so well under the tower, and due to his blood rage, is able to heal with all this too. I would really like to see a Faceless Void right now. Oh, there's the Phantom Assassin that's going mid.
No. Invoker's going to go mid. Phantom Assassin's going to go safe lane with Lion.
See,
Axe and
I
Dazzle are
actually
gonna go
messaged
off lane.
Mr. Clean and I asked him
He
if he
didn't
could
do that.
if he could do this
He didn't do that.
for me.
So it does. I would assume we're looking for the off-lane hero from Pub Strats right now. Who do you see in the pool that really works well with this lineup?
Who do I see? What?
In the pool, the hero pool that works well with their current lineup.
Bloodseeker, I already said. But in all seriousness, though, a strong solo laner that can either go safe or aggressive. I would actually prefer a strong solo safe laner. So Queen of Pain, Razor maybe. Oh, there's the Razor. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, you called Razor after they picked Razor, is what I'm saying.
All right, fine. Honestly, actually, I really like the Razor pickup because he is such a strong counter to this Phantom Assassin. It is terrible to play against a Razor when you are Phantom Assassin. The Lion also doesn't like it very much, but isn't quite as effective.
So the question is here, how do they lane this? I don't think for Pub Strat side that you go a 2-1-2, or I mean, do you go an aggressive?
I would like to see an aggressive against this Phantom Assassin, but they could very easily go 2-1-2. That's a Razor mid with the Necrophos off lane. It's a 2-1-2. I think it's 2-1-2. And you see a Witch Doctor, Necrophos off lane, with the Drow, Vengeful safe lane. That's what I'm betting right now. All right, so you want to introduce the Radiant side?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the Radiant side here. On the Drow Ranger, we do have Fira. And they will be the safe lane, well, playing the off lane, but it's going to be an aggressive tri lane here. On the support Witch Doctor, we do have Sat. On the support Vengeful Spirit, we have Tortilla King. And on the mid Necrophos, I'm assuming it will be Lapse Pacifist. And that does mean it most likely will be a safe lane Razor, although they're all kind of headed top right now.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, you can't call anything right now, Charlie. Just yeah.
Okay. I won't call anything right now. Steve, go ahead and introduce.
Except for maybe the name of this Razor.
Sorry, yes. It's Western on the Razor. Thanks for
helping
me out there, Steve.
On the other team, we see Otherberry on the support Dazzle, Mr. Clean on this Axe. We do see Love on the Invoker, and on the Phantom Assassin, we see Rainmaker does have the Arcana. I'd like to see his set in a second. And Zerbs on this Lion. So this Arcana, or this hero right here. I'm not sure I really care for this Dragon Terror set. Oh, and we do see the Static Link coming out. This might be... Nope, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he's going to be all right here. He stole 28 damage.
Invoker's the worst hero in the game when it comes to level 1 fights. So it looks like we're seeing the Axe Dazzle top. We will see an aggressive tri-lane with the Razor on the safe lane. Charlie was right about the Razor on the safe lane. Good job. I would have liked to see this Necrophos go against the Phantom Assassin, but we didn't really know where the Phantom Assassin was going at first, so it's not that big a deal. But we will see the Razor go against him, and I think the Razor will do okay, but not amazing. And I think the Drow will just have a field day up here. And we will see that in the last hits. First last hit goes to the Necrophos.
Yep. And it's going to be an interesting lane for the Razor because he is going against a dual lane. They did block off this camp down here on bottom, although it's not likely to be pulled. But this Razor's... he's going to take a lot of harass this whole time, so he's got to hope the creep equilibrium comes his way and that he's able to pick up some last hits under tower, or at least sap some experience.
Yeah, he needs to sap some experience so he can get that unstable current up, because that will stop a lot of the harass coming out by these dire heroes. Yep. We do see a pull coming from the Radiant side. That's one of the dangers of dealing with an aggressive tri-lane. If they get control of the lane, they can pull on their side. It is ridiculous.
Yep, and we do see a lot of damage getting sapped from the Lion here. He's got to be careful. I mean, that's a ton of damage. Yeah, I mean, he's missing 50 damage here. And
this Razor does have the unstable current, and that means that this lane just got a whole lot rougher for these dire heroes.
Yep.
Vigil Spirit's fine. I bet First Blood will come out... Oh, I don't even know. I don't think it'll come out up here.
Oh, well, he's got to be careful right now. If We do see a Berserker's Call come out on this Witch Doctor. He could end up taking some damage, but he's going to be all right. And he's got that salve, so he'll get back up.
Does he have Berserker's Call?
He does. I
He
checked.
does.
I checked even. I clicked on him.
I didn't click.
So in the mid lane, it is this Necrophos winning a little bit here, although it's relatively close. Between the off lanes, both Axe and the Razor sitting at 0 last hits, so neither one of them really getting a whole lot. Oh, sorry, the Razor when it picked up 3 here, so it's changed a little bit here. On the meantime, we do see top. It does look like he's going to end up killing himself to neutral creeps. Very nicely done. That was a very nice deny. I was pretty sure he was going to end up going down there, so almost a first blood, not quite.
These lanes are almost completely even. I mean, you're seeing 12 versus 11, 8 versus 7, 3 versus 3, and then a random 1. So this is a very close game. Much more even laning stage than our last one.
Yeah, the laning stage is definitely going a lot better. 4 pub strats than the last one did.
And this is a set of 2, right?
A what?
A set of 2 games, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I don't think this is the best of 3. I'm pretty sure it's just 2 games. So, we do see things calm down a little bit here. The Invoker actually pulling away now here in the mid lane. He's sitting at 10 denies to the Necrophos 3, and has more last hits as well. So,
well, it sort of makes sense. It is an exhort invoker, so he will get. He does have a lot of attack damage, or is going to be getting a lot more attack damage compared to this Necrophos. Although he doesn't have 3 exhort up. Now he does.
Yeah,
okay.
he does.
So that makes it a lot harder for this Necrophos. But this Necrophos does have that passive, really annoying.
Heartstopper aura. So yeah, he's
Yes,
going to be
that's the
taking damage at all times. So all that Necrophos really has to do is stay in lane to make sure the harass goes out. And Razor on the bottom, meanwhile, has gone through the last of his regen, although he's going to get all the way up here. We've got a little bit on the Witch Doctor as well.
It's sort of okay, though, because the Razor does have a bottle, and he's going against something like a PA who constantly spams out her dagger.
Yep.
So we're going to see a lot of wand charges. And we do see a haste rune on this Necrophos, and this should be a dead axe, and that should be first blood.
Yeah, and they actually give it to Drow Ranger, which is important for a couple of reasons there. He did have that Battle Hunger on him, so he's able to get that off, and, hey, it's your carry getting that first blood. So definitely an important first blood for pub strats. And, I mean, that's never an easy kill, finding the kill against that Dazzle Axe lane.
Oh, yeah. Especially on the axe. No. What kind of duration do we have on this invisibility? Never mind.
Witch Doctor here in a little bit of trouble. He does get hit by the Sunstrike, and this Lion trying to finish the job off here. The PA on him as well, and he's going to get away for now. However, the PA going to really try and finish him off here. Lion, in the meantime, does end up going down to it. PA in trouble now. The Razor sitting on a ton of plus damage at 126. The stun comes out, and that should be enough to finish him off. However, the stun doesn't quite... Oh, one last hit. He may actually end up getting away here. He does not have any levels into Plasma Field. One hit. Oh.
There's the miss. RNG just saves us again.
So.
Oh, that was so close. That she got another bounce onto herself was really unfortunate. But the real interesting part was how Razor was sucking her dry while he killed the lion, and that was exactly what he needed to do to save that Witch Doctor's life.
But they did find another kill here, and actually they're going to go on the Axe again as well. Axe, however, going to try and turn this one. It does look like he's going to end up picking the Drow Ranger off. Nope. He hits her with the Battle Hunger, but it's not enough to take off that healing salve, so she's going to end up living through that one.
It's not high enough. Well,
yep. And we just see that Sunstrike come out again. That Sunstrike, he's been hitting them kind of all across the map, but not really able to find anything from it at this point.
Yeah, he almost got killed there, but placed it a little bit too far south. Was expecting a run while the axe held her in place.
Yeah, really nice salve coming out to keep him alive there. And I mean, if we take a look at... Oh, that Sunstrike so close to bringing down the Drow Ranger. But she's going to get hit up with another salve here and heal right back up.
Mm-hmm. How many salves do these two have?
I think that was the last one. This Vengeful Spirit is very poor. Has Sentry Ward. He does have 500 gold, so hey, maybe let's pick up his boots. They are smoked up here. It does look like they're going to try and find this axe here, but he does have the Dazzle behind him in support. And he picks up his own set of Tranquil boots.
The Lion's coming up.
Yeah, Lion
But
as well,
they need to initiate now.
Oh, this axe, though, going to get off a ton of damage to start this one. Not going to find the kill yet, and they are going to start to turn this one. They're going to look to get on the Dazzle. They finish off the Dazzle, however, axe still here, and they are going to end up bringing down this... Oh, Drow Ranger, sorry, guys. And it's going to be a one-for-one trade, but that's the carry coming down from the Radiant side, so definitely going to be in favor of the Dire side on that one. Even though if it's relatively even as far as actual numbers go.
So we do see 1,100 gold coming out on this Invoker. Now I'm wondering if we're going to see a Midas come out, or if he's just going to go straight for something like a Force Staff or a Yule's. Because, you know, that Yule's and that Exhort Invoker is a really strong combo. It just allows them, especially when you're dealing with squishy heroes like the Witch Doctor or the Drow or the Vengeful Spirit. Just allows them to Yule's up and then just, you know, blast them away.
I know a lot of pros consider that Midas pretty much core on Invoker, so we'll have to see how he decides to play it. But he's saved up enough money at this point that I would kind of assume that's what he's going for.
Yeah, I think so.
PA just bringing out a Wraith Band to add a little additional damage here. And that Dire side has rotated both the
it's a Ring of Aquila.
Oh, okay, yeah. So.
Right. All right, so Rainmaker picks up this Ring of Aquila. Sat, going with the double gauntlets build, probably going to transition into an Urn. That's what I'd like to see on him, that is. We also see a Ring of Aquila up on this Fira.
Yep, so I think things have slowed down a little bit, but
Just
definitely
looking at items here.
a nice few kills on the...
Oh,
we do see a turn here on the axe, but this is going to get more and more difficult as the game goes on, and they keep trying to turn on the axe here. It does look like they're going to pick up the Drow Ranger again, and axe not going down here, so it is going to be a 1-for-0 trade. They're going to try and turn this onto the Dazzle, but I'm not sure that they can do this. Oh, well, this Razor is going in. He's not stopping at this point, so it does look like they're going to end up finding the Dazzle here. He's going to try and get the Grave off. So he gets the Grave off. It's just going to prolong the inevitable here, and they're actually going to find the axe on the back end of this. Dazzle going to end up going down as well. However, their TP is going to come out, and yeah. So going to make it out on that Lion, but it does end up being a 2 kills going the way of the Radiant side.
Not just 2 kills, but that was 2 kills with a Necrophos ulti on one of them. So that's 30 more seconds on that axe respawner. Now, what are we seeing on this courier? So he does go. So the love on this Invoker seems to be going for that Yule's first.
Yep.
I mean, I doubt it's going to be a Dagon.
Yeah, I can't imagine it will be, so... Likely see the Yules coming out here. Rainmaker, in the meantime, getting a little bit of free farm on him. He'll be pretty happy about that. And we do see pretty much all these Radiant heroes grouped around on top, so as they rotate bottom, look for them to try and find a pick-off or two.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I like about this Yules is it gives him a lot of mid-game damage. I think that that these Bristleback Mountain guys definitely have the late game when they have people like an Invoker and a PA versus a Drow and a Razor. Although taking the late game against a Necrophos is very difficult for the higher skill level matches.
Yeah, I mean, with that Necrophos ult, assuming he gets that Aghanim Scepter, which if they go late, it's almost an inevitability, it's just so difficult to deal with because you get that additional 30 seconds of time added on. I mean, he's able to pretty much pick you off from more or less, half health, 30% health. And if you don't have that Shallow Grave on you, you're just out of the game for minutes at a time, and it's just so difficult for your team to deal with.
Now, while this push is really important mid, this PA is just free farm, straight up down here. Like she's not being interfered with at all. She's just having an easy time.
Yep.
And it looks like there is an initiation mid.
Yep. So that's going on mid. They do bring down one on the Dazzle. The Axe is going to go down here as well. We do see the Vengeful Spirit going down, but this Razor has so much damage right now. They got to be really careful. They're going to bring down the Invoker as well. The PA ends up going down to the ult of the Necrophos. Going to be a minute out of the game for him, and they're going to look to turn this into a tier 2 as well, and that's a huge fight. They lose one support. They bring down all but one support on the Dire side, and, I mean, that's 2,000 gold and 2,500 experience going their way.
Yeah, and looks like the Radiant team already picking up a 5K gold lead with a about 1,700 experience lead. So they're doing pretty well in this game. I think this means that the Radiant side is overpowered.
That's the only logical conclusion here.
Mm-hmm.
So last patch fit did pick up that mechanism there. So I mean that's just going to be a really strong team fight out of them for them early to continue to snowball here a little bit. And coming out, oh, we do see that.
A lot of items
yeah,
coming
a lot
out.
of items coming out. It will be the Mask of Madness, I assume, on that Drow Ranger.
That's Fast Fist picking up his power treads.
Yep, and Sat grabbing that urn. So
All right.
called that one. So items are coming out for the Radiant side, and they are pulling away a little bit here. They do have the top 3 on net worth. It's not going to take a little bit of harass, but nothing too much from that Lion.
I'm surprised the PA isn't farther along than she is because I mean she is topping this last hits by a significant margin.
Yeah, I mean she did
But
have
she is-
some free farm there for sure, but she hasn't really been a part of. They have 4 kills. She wasn't really a part of any of those, and she has lost some gold with her deaths. She's sitting at 0-1 at this point. So her one death, she did lose.
Is this
a
tower
little bit.
deniable?
It is not.
It's not.
It's close. 12 damage away from being deniable, but it does look like the Radiant side looking to just finish that push off, and the Dire side don't want to contest it. They're going to rotate around and try and just make sure this Phantom Assassin continues to get a little bit of farm.
Right, and we do see her pick up the last of that Helm of the Dominator.
Yep. So
We see a smoke,
smoke coming out.
and this is going to go straight into Roshan. I don't think this is going to be spotted out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really smart move here. They know they were in the bot. As long as this Necrophos makes sure that, I mean, they've all got to obviously make sure they stay in.
It doesn't matter. Like, even if the Dire are 100% aware of it right now, there's no way that they can make it to this Roche pit in time.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of clearing out any access to the Roche pit. They have no towers to TP to, so, I mean, you're right. They spotted it out. The Invoker Sunstrike came through, and there was just nothing they could do about it.
Necrophos is such a good Aegis carrier.
Yeah, I mean, he's so hard to bring down to begin with, and it's just going to be almost impossible at this point. However, during that, we did see the Axe grab that Blink Dagger. He's got it on his way out to him from the Courier, so...
Yeah. We see the Razor picking up a lot of mid-game items. We see the drums and the Aquila coming out on him. Vengeful finishing up that medallion, and the Drow Ranger, Fira, picking up what looks to be the start of a Shadow Blade or a Battle Fury.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Shadowblade. And
We see a couple of point boosters on Lapse Pacifist and Sat, so yeah, we should see the makings of an Axe for the Witch Doctor and the Necrophos.
Yep. And I definitely think that's the right call for both of them. Although, I mean, we really haven't seen this Witch Doctor have to do a whole lot of work in these team fights, so he just really hasn't been needed at this point. He's been playing very far back. He's been playing smart, and they actually... That's the
I don't know, that Paralyzing Cask finished off the Invoker and the PA in that mid-fight earlier.
That's true.
And it looks like all the hour towers down are down at 16 minutes. This is a brutal push strat by this Radiant lineup, and I just realized it's all 5 ranged.
Yep. So, I mean, that was smartly done, and they are just going to go ahead and go high ground here, at least put some damage out onto this tier 3, and I mean, if you're the Dire side, you have to fight this one. You can't afford to give up a Rax this early on, and we do see the Blink coming in from the Axe. He is going to take a lot of damage here. No Shallow Grave to save him on this one, and the Witch Doctor ult's still going out. However, 2 have already died, and that Shallow Grave is going to come out to save the Dazzle from that ult coming out from the Necrophos. He's not going to end up dying here, and now it's looking like a little bit of a rout on this Radiant side. They've got to try and get out here. This Necrophos does have the Aegis, so he will survive this initial assault here, but the question is, can he continue to get out here? And The Witch Doctor was thinking about staying around here. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a mistake. The Witch Doctor probably going to go down here. He's running away as much as he can. Yeah, he's going to end up dying. And now they look to turn on this Necrophos. The Necrophos is going to try and walk out here, but he's going to get Yulesed up. And it's still putting some good damage out, but he's going to end up going down here. This Phantom Assassin getting a little bit low, but he's going to end up being fine. And that is a huge team fight for the Dire side.
That is a 5-for-1 wipe. 5 and Aegis for 1. That's a huge swing. And the fight recap actually picks up all of that. So that was a 4,500 gold swing with a 4K experience swing.
Yep. So I mean that's pretty huge. And oh geez. Okay, so in that one fight, it went from Pub Strats' favor down into the side of Bristleback Mountain, and I mean it's worth remembering.
Inexperience.
Yeah, sorry, inexperience, not net worth, and that net worth is really in these towers at this point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're dealing with 5K net worth, and they're 5 towers up. Yep. Coincidence? I don't think so.
So this Phantom Assassin does have this Ogre Club. It looks like she's going to go for that BKB next. In the meanwhile, Drow Ranger did finish off that Shadow.
This Drow can pick up this this Drow should easily pick up this Zeus.
Yeah.
Lion. Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about, Zeus, but he's gonna end up going down there. So a nice pickup from the Drow Ranger, able to just find those solo kills, and they know he has the Shadow Blade now, but I don't think there's a whole lot they can do with it. So the Drow is still sitting on top of the net worth. Razor right below him. However, that Phantom Assassin pretty much even, and I mean the rest of the heroes after that Drow Ranger down through the Necrophos are pretty much sitting even right now.
Well, they do get a pick up on the Lion. I'm not sure they can turn this into a tier 3 tower. Now, if they pick up this Invoker, though, Invoker does not have buyback. So, I don't know. We might see something coming here.
Yeah, I think that'll be a difficult catch here.
Yeah, they have this ward right here. They have this ward right here. Well, had this ward. It was just dewarded. So, we do see a lot of good vision on this Dire side. They already have several sentries out. They've got a very defensive ward posture, as you can see.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, they want to take this late game, right? I mean, they've got that the Phantom Assassin, as well as the Invoker. They definitely have a stronger late game, at least in theory. Than the
what are we going to see on this Invoker? I mean, we already had the Yules pick up. We already have the Blink Dagger, so he's got that good initiation. But what will he pick up? He's got 1,000 gold already.
Yeah.
I mean, do we see straight into maybe Boots of Travel? I mean, he still has brown boots, and this is a dead Invoker.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
He
does have a Yules.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
He can't get away. Never mind. That's
They do use the Razor ult to get that one, but that's going to be a worthwhile pickup, and they may even look to put a little bit of pressure here on the tier 3. I don't think they can actually do anything with
it.
Buyback. He does have buyback, but I can't imagine.
I think if they force this buyback out, it's a huge win for the Radiant.
Yeah, it'll be a difficult for them to find that, but they look to at least put a little bit of pressure on the Dire side here.
Yeah, the Invoker's up in 20 seconds. And it looks like the Necrophos is picking up that axe. He is only 950 gold away.
Axe top? Oh, never mind. He TP'd out. Sorry. Axe was getting beat down by the Razor, but he ended up getting out just fine TPing. Drow Ranger is about to pick up that BKB. Razor picks up his BKB as we speak.
Alright, yeah, I would like to see the BKB finished up on the Drow, the Ags on the Necrophos, and the Witch Doctor hit his level 11, and then I would like to see a high ground push by this Radiant lineup. But they need to hit those 3 benchmarks because that'll really improve their team as a whole. I mean, they can get a pick off or 2, that's fine, but I think that they would really benefit from those 3.
Yeah, and I think they also really need to focus on not being kited and pulled out, because the team kind of spread out to go after that Dazzle there, and let themselves be kited a little bit into the base. And I mean, that especially once that Witch Doctor picks up his Aghanim Scepter, it's going to be so important for them to just keep the Bristleback Mountain team fighting around the Witch Doctor there. And they actually do find a pickoff on the Drow here. Got a little bit aggressive, and the Invoker able to find a pickoff. On the other side, this Razor might... No, the Razor should be just fine here. Actually, it's going to be the Axe that ends up going down here, so 1 for 1 across the map. But it's going to
a little bit iffy about the Razor BKB there, but I mean, it's perfectly fine, of course.
It is a 10-second BKB, so not without some cost to...
Yeah, and it didn't really do anything, you know?
Yep.
And this is a dead Razor, but also should be a dead Lion, so he does sacrifice himself to take out this core, and they will get a support out of it as well.
Yep.
Yules from the Invoker interrupting that TP. And they immediately smoke, but the Phantom Cess immediately breaks it. I don't know what they were thinking about doing with that smoke.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might have been... was probably a misclick based on the fact that they all just started attacking the creep wave, so... they are going to look to take their second tower of the game here for Bristleback Mountain. Drow putting out a little bit of pressure, but I'm not sure that they can really stop this. Yeah, so they'll go ahead and just throw that cast down. And at least delay it for a little while here.
Yeah, this Witch Doctor is only 900 gold away from his Ags, and he also does have a... oh, that is a dead Invoker. No, it's not.
Oh, I still think it's a dead Invoker. And he should actually be killed by the Necrophos ult. Oh, maybe not. I forgot he had his ult there. This Axe, in the meanwhile, is going to find the pick off on the Drow Ranger. And they're going to look to turn it on the Axe, but that's going to be a very difficult kill to find. And they really need to be careful here. They are down the Drow Ranger. And, yeah, they're just going to go ahead and back off. The Invoker did end up actually going down to the Vengeful Spirit. Nice catch there. So at least they make it a 1 for 1 across the map.
Cameraman.
What's that?
It's my job as the cameraman.
I wasn't talking about you. I was
kills.
talking to the Vengeful Spirit for finding that catch. It's not get crazy, dude.
Alright, so yeah, Witch Doctor is 800 away from his Agnum Scepter. That'll be a huge pickup when they finally finish that. The Drow Ranger is actually pretty far from that BKB. I was expecting her to be closer than this. She's 1200 away from this BKB.
Yeah, she was close there for a minute, but then she ended up dying twice. So was really working her way there, and really has just suffered a little bit in the last couple of minutes.
Probably see the makings of a Basher coming out in this Phantom Assassin as well, by the way.
Yep, and unless she's...
KB finished up on her.
She might be going kind of for that preemptory MKB, assuming that the Drow Ranger might go there for the butterfly.
The Basher is just such a value pickup on a hero like Phantom Assassin because of the she gets a ton of attack speed for those 4 or 5 hits from that from her Phantom Strike. I think it's 4 hits.
Let's find out. Phantom
Yes,
Strike, 4 attacks, yes. So
yeah,
definitely very possible. Could potentially go either way, but definitely that Basher into the Abyssal, very popular on the late game Phantom Assassin. So in the meantime, if we take a look at the XP charts, Pub Strats have kind of pulled it back. They had given up a little bit of a lead here. They had peaked up around 3,000. They're back to around 1,700, somewhere in that range. And in gold, they're still sitting pretty far ahead here, right around probably 7,000 or so.
Yeah, and the towers have evened up a lot, so that's more important of a lead now.
Yep. So the Witch Doctor does finish off his Aghanim Scepter, and it is important to mention that Necrophos finished off his as well. A couple of important Ags coming out on the Radiant side. On the Dire side, if we take a look at items, Axe still sitting on that Blink Dagger. It looks like he really hasn't picked his next item yet. We do see a go here on the... Oh, not going to find the Necrophos ult. Very close, but they aren't able to get it off. The Invoker, however, does go down, and does look like they're going to find the pickoff on... Well, maybe not. This Lion maybe get a little bit aggressive. Hey, really wanted to save that Dazzle. I guess the Dazzle was the important one there. I mean, that is the 5 position support. When you are sacrificing yourself for the other support, you are dedicating yourself to supporting.
To be fair, the Lion does have his Blink Dagger, so they might have swapped positions in a sense.
Yeah.
And we probably will see the Necrophos pick up this Aegis again.
Looks like that's...
Oh no! It's a denial!
Oh no! Not able to get that. That was huge. That was amazing. So that was the Helm of the Dominator, and it wasn't even like a strong creep. It was a regular lane creep dominated by the Phantom Assassin, walks into Roshan and denies the Aegis. That's amazing.
Wow, what a play! I mean, it really cripples their purpose for doing the Rosh in the first place. I mean, this probably would have easily been a. Oh my God! There's a dunk on the Necrophos. Huge Witch Doctor ult coming out though, and they do interrupt it with the Berserker's Call. A Lion doesn't quite finish off the Vengeful Spirit and gets taken down by this Drow Ranger. There's a buyback on the axe, and he jumps. He does not jump right in.
They are.
He does jump right in and gets a Berserker Call on 3. Looks like he's going to try to get a dunk on this Razor. Doesn't quite finish him off. And it looks like he's going to go down. And there is still a Drow and Witch Doctor up. And it looks like this Invoker doesn't quite go down. One more shot will do it, though, but he blinks away. The Dazzle and the PA pick off this Witch Doctor, and he should go down pretty well. But the Dazzle immediately gets taken down. And now it's just a man fight. This Drow versus the... Oh, but the...
Oh, Steve, that got hard there.
It did.
You did well. You did well. Yeah, so at the end of the fight, we did see another couple of buybacks coming in and helping out the Dire side, but there were a lot of buybacks used there, and this fight recap is not showing like half of them, so I must have missed like a secondary fight recap there. However, we can see what buyback were used. Dazzle uses buyback. Lion did not use his buyback. Yeah, Axe uses buyback. Invoker used his buyback. So, 3 of the heroes on the Dire side using their buybacks. And, I mean, hey, they defended high ground. They lost the tier 3 tower.
That's buyback 2 cores. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, but it's going to hurt. The good news in all of this is that Phantom Assassin did not have to use her buyback. She is sitting at the top of the net worth chart, so... but...
And they get...
The major problem with putting all of your eggs in one basket here, as far as the heroes go, is that there is a Necrophos on the other team. So, if that Phantom Assassin gets taken out here with that Necrophos Ag's ultimate, it's going to be very difficult for the Dire side. Are you trying to click on him?
Yep, I'm just waiting for you, Charlie. All right, so I can see the ownership of this gem. It was bought by the Vengeful Spirit. So it's probably just a dewarding gem. And we do see the smoke on this Radiant team.
And they want to find something here. And if they're able to... I mean, Axe, not the best hero, but hey, it's a core.
I don't think they'll get him. I think he'll blink away. Yeah. Axe is a tough pickup. I don't think they're going to get this PA. Yeah, she knows they're here, so she's going to immediately hide in this. Oh! Well, they have to actually look because she will not show up on the minimap.
Yep. So a nice attempt here, but they are going to end up dewarding here in the jungle. So failed smoke gank, but they will find him in the jungle here, and this Phantom Assassin going to start losing some damage already. Going to be drained significantly here, losing more than 150 damage. It's just going to be huge here. On the other side, the huge Witch Doctor coming out and just dealing so much damage. It is 3 dead already. The Invoker caught by the cask here, not going to get brought down. Is sitting on that haste rune, so should end up actually getting away here, but they're just going to turn straight onto these racks, and these racks will die so fast here. It was a 3-for-none exchange, and I'm not even sure that Necrophos ult was used. Yeah, it wasn't. So they do use a couple of ults there. We saw the ult come out from the Witch Doctor. We saw the ult come out. The
Witch Doctor was the only ult, in my opinion. That was ridiculous. That Ag's Witch Doctor took that. They just wiped the floor clean with those 2 supports in that core. And it looks like we might see mega creeps coming off of this. I mean, the Dire team's all up, in 10 seconds, so I don't think they'll quite get it, but they're going to do some serious damage to this tier 3.
We do see them turn around coming. Drow Ranger are going to go down here very early. They're also going to pick off that Vengeful Spirit with the Finger of Death coming from the Lion. However, a little bit of a turn coming from the Razor. He's going to try and dish out some damage here. He's not really going to do anything, and they're just going to turn and run on this one. However, the Razor doesn't look like he's going to end up getting away. He does have that Aghanim Scepter ult going off. However, he's not going to deal enough damage here. He's going to try and turn onto the Invoker. Going to end up getting chopped down by the Axe. And it is going to be a 3-for-none trade, so High ground defense does come out. They did lose 2 lanes of racks as well as the
6K
power.
gold swing.
Yeah, and 6,500 experience. That's a pretty big shift there, but the damage may have been done at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 entire racks and a tier 3. A little bit of damage on that ranged racks. I definitely agree with their decision to try to get the racks rather than go for the tier 4s. But yeah, no, that was, I mean, sure, they lost the second team fight, but they still won the first one. And this might be a dead Necrophos, actually. Yeah, this Necrophos cannot get away here. Just Abyssal takes him down. Or locks him down while they finish him off.
Yeah, so another big kill there. And, I mean, they're doing the right things. That's going to be another 1,500 gold going their way, and as well as 1,200 experience. However, they don't really have great hero. They've got Axe, and he can clear out a lane pretty well. But other than that, I mean, and I guess Voker can do it pretty well. So they've got 2 heroes. They can just kind of set the 2 of them on lane guard duty.
Yeah, they're okay at they're okay with doing it, but yeah, Femme Assassin is not good at it when she's doesn't have Battle Fury, but she is very good at picking off individual heroes like this. She didn't even have to use her BKB to finish off that Witch Doctor. And looking at items, we do see a... Okay, I swear there was a Ultimate Orb on that Invoker.
Yeah, I think somebody just turned on the garbage disposal at Steve's house. So it does look like Lapsed Pacifist. Is he going to go... Oh, we do see a go here on the mid, and he is going to actually end up bringing down that Vengeful Spirit, and the Drow Ranger looks like he will be next. He does pop that BKB, and he's running away here, and he's actually going to end up making it. So they grab one there, and this Invoker not done yet. He really wants to find this kill on this Drow Ranger. However, he's going to turn, and they're really not giving this one up. And now they're going to barrel straight down mid lane. Although I don't think, I mean, at the worst case scenario, they have to buy back on this Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful does have buyback here, so. But they... I
mean, they'll probably just take the tier 2 and get back. Although, I don't think they should have glyphed this tier 2.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're just going to get back.
They're kind of assuming that they won't
end smart move.
Pushing here. So, the dire side takes a few hero kills there. They definitely, if you look at experience, they have the experience advantage again. So I don't know if you call that a throw. Maybe with the way those heroes were kind of roaming there out on their own. But the gold's still in their favor, and they do have those 2 lanes of racks. So.
And they also have a smoke, and they might catch half of this dire lineup, or at least this Invoker.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they turn on the Invoker here.
Oh, this could be huge.
Yeah, this will be even better if they're able to pick off the Drow here. He does pop his BKB, and he is going to go in on this one. However, they're not going to end up catching him because they end up getting him. They didn't get him with the Necrophos ult because he did have his BKB up, but they were able to hold him there long enough for them to actually find the kill. And
unfortunately for the Radiant, this Phantom Assassin does have buyback up. So this will probably not be the 3rd lane of racks.
Yeah, so they really want to force that buyback, though, and the dire side really doesn't want to use it if they can at all avoid it. They do bring down the ranged racks here, and look for them to just push down this melee racks. I mean, ignore everything else. Yeah, just grab the melee racks. They do finish off the mega creeps here. However, the Witch Doctor does get it ult off, and his Witch Doctor ult is just doing work again. Again, they bring down 3 heroes before this even starts. The PA trying to do some damage here, but he is having most of his damage pulled out here, and he is going to end up going down. 2 buybacks coming back from the supports on the dire side. They look to turn this one a little bit and at least gain some kills here, and yeah, it's going to end up being the GG. So well played from Pub Strats, coming back from that first game. A little bit of a stomp. They turn the tables on this one. A little bit of a more even game, but still a very convincing win coming out from the Pub Strats.
Yeah, that was a very nice play by the Pub Strats in general.